Gentlemen, hey, man, y'all did an excellent show, man. The last time I was on here, man, I want to thank you guys for giving me a shout out, man. Sorry I couldn't make it, but y'all didn't need me because y'all tore it down as the OGs do. So shout out to my man Deacon and Big Al, man. Thank you so much for holding it down. But guess what? Mr. I'm always right.
Hold on.
I'm back.
Hold
Hold up for.
Hey, Big Al.
Come on, man. I know the show's about me right now, right?
This is why.
Come on, man. Y'all told me if I come back on that it's gonna be about me.
Nah, man. Hey, Deacon, what we always do anyway when we start this show? What we always do?
Hey, man, I'm trying to figure.
What we always do, Tracy?
We do say.
Get it.
Let's get it.
You don't know. Yeah. You don't know who you messing with. You don't know who you messing with. You don't know. You don't. I run you up and down the Serengeti. Heads ain't ready. I chew you up and spit you out like chicken confetti. My rhymes are heavy like elephants, stomping your regiments, dismembering all your limbs, ripping your ligaments. I break you down to an atom, change your chemical structure, roots and culture. You don't wanna fuck with this brother. I'm like a time bomb or a fresh can of Wilshire. Stylus plexiglass got you face down in the grass, ready to blast. Sticky for your jewels and your cash. Call me Robin Hood. Take the loot back to the hood. I wish you would try to retaliate. I wait like a sniper, beat you like Street Fighter, heat you up like a lighter. Don't need no ghost writer. Original skill, killing at will. Terminates career like the pill. This is real, not no fiction. Came up for my jurisdiction. I'm liver than you, whether freestyle or written, hitting hard like a hammer, like a natural disaster, like a hurricane. Plain and simple, bringing the pain. Won the battle. What? I'm ready to do this. Beat your ass like Lennox Lewis. Play you out like Parker Lewis.
Hey, we back.
We back,
Yeah,
baby.
we back. Hey, I just learned something, man, that I don't want to see.
I don't want to
see it. But if it works for my brother, it's all good. Hey, at this point right now, y'all hit that like button, man. Let them know that we worth watching, man, and subscribe. Please subscribe. We want to thank all the subscribers as we have the opportunity to come on as fans, for fans, by some fans, talk to you, all things Commanders and DMV sports. So, hey, gentlemen, what's going on? What's happening, man? Let's just talk what's happening. What's happening?
Well, minicamp is over with. Deacon, what did we learn from minicamp, baby? What did we learn from minicamp?
Pass it on. Pass it. Hot potato. Hot potato.
Hot potato.
Because we don't care. Deacon,
that
what we learned from minicamp, Deacon?
Seen that move before. Hey, so I say this: the one good thing that we've learned from minicamp has been that at least in the slightest, we have learned that Sam Howell is serviceable quarterback. No, seriously. Well, they in shorts. I see when they get the pads on to get the rush.
But they're not going to hit Sam. They're not.
Yeah, but a rush is different. Pressure and all that stuff. I think it's going to be a little different. But like I said, he did good in the Dallas Cowboy game. They played all their starters. What do you want me? That's all I can go off of right now. I'm not going off of minicamp. I mean, I can throw to 7-on-7. You know what I mean? That's easy. But he at least showed.
You ready? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to apologize for Deacon just trying to pump up Sam Howell. Obviously, he don't know no one else. And Sam Howell is our starting quarterback. C'est la vie. However, there's a young man that we drafted 2 years ago that we wanted to see something happen. And it was strange that he wasn't getting any playing time. But that coaching regime is over, and he is now in minicamp doing some things. Let's talk Khalid Hudson. Because I always say that our linebacker core is suspect. We only got one guy. Jamie Davis has stepped up. He's moved forward. Cole Holcomb is now gone. So now you're talking about who's your boy that was playing before Khalid Hudson every year, all the time. Mr. As Al say, he's slow. What's his name, Al?
I don't know. We the OGs, man. We don't know nobody's name. Man.
Hey,
you cut me off to talk about a dude that you don't even know his name.
No, I wasn't talking about him. I was talking about Khalid Hudson. I was talking about how the press has been stating, and very clearly been stating, that during minicamp, the standout of all players, not just Mr. Howe, yes,
Ooh.
the standout, the surprise is Khalid Hudson. I'm telling you what
slow
I
your
read.
roll. Slow your roll.
I'm telling you what I
Khalid Hudson.
Did you write that? Didn't read it?
Oh, you want me to pull it up? No, I'll pull it up. And as I pull it up, I want y'all to understand that this young man is out there. Now again, as Al states quite eloquently, they're in booty shorts at this point. I don't know why he uses that term.
I don't know either.
It makes me cringe. But Al says,
hey, man.
the booty shorts are in effect. And they are out there bootying it up. But Khalid Hudson in them shorts is doing his thing. And people have taken notice. And you know why? Because we did not address our linebacker position. And that was one of the weak points.
You are correct, sir.
So I don't want to go any further until we talk about that, man. As I'm looking it up right now.
We did pick up a linebacker. So he is starting. He's our
Cody,
starting
Cody Burton,
linebacker.
Cody something?
Huh?
Cody
Barton?
Yeah, Barton, something
That's
like
his
that.
name? Something like that.
We don't know no names with him.
He apparently he's looking a little faster than they thought he was in shorts. So I mean, listen. I would say, listen, you're going to have weaknesses on any team, any division of the team, offense or defense. There's always going to be a weak link. And our weak link has always been middle linebackers. So I would say that I'm not really worried about that, honestly, because we got we added addition to our line, which is Chase Young. We added to our cornerbacks, which give the line longer to get to the quarterback. Our safeties are looking better, even though our backup safety, because our current safety, Cam Curl, is not practicing at the moment. He's only watching.
Which is important.
But he's doing it for a reason. I'm not gonna knock him for it. But he better come back strong because the boys behind him are looking good. And short on.
Who else had a good camp besides Khalid Hudson was Logan Thomas. He looked healthy again.
You know what they call Logan Thomas? Steel hands.
He just throws it up top and Logan's able to go get it. He's very tall and very strong and doesn't really drop the ball if it hits him in the hands. He's able to secure it and pull it away. And a couple drops here and there when he's
hands of steel, big man. I see you smiling.
I was gonna let Pete finish his point, but yes, hands of steel.
Still.
Say he be dropping, man.
But he had a good camp. No,
he is.
He had a good camp. Logan Thomas looked healthy again. That was the key. The fact that we're paying him pretty decent money, and we decided to keep him, and he's back, recovered from the knee injury, looking healthy, and apparently Bienemy's offense is the tight end is a key form of his offense. He really uses the tight end a lot. And Logan Thomas seems to be filling that role pretty decently. Where the fact is they're not even looking to bring any tight ends in like they are in running back. They're talking about bringing some running backs in, and
which is strange to me.
Well, they're not happy with the running backs we got. That's the problem.
No, that's not it. That's not.
The enemy is not happy with the running backs he's like. I've heard the AG had a pretty decent camp, but Bienemy was all over him. It was all over him over there.
That's because listen,
tell him, man.
Rodriguez can't catch, and Rodriguez is struggling catching the ball. And Robinson
is a little slow too.
Robinson is a hard runner, but a little slow too. So they talk about bringing somebody in. Who they talking about bringing in, Deacon?
Well, they talking about bringing in Kareem Hunt, but they talking about bringing him in because he's familiar with the offense. Kareem Hunt. He used to play with the Chiefs, remember? when his rookie year, he was the beast.
They were Cleveland last year.
Yeah, I mean he's gone through some things. You know, he was suspended last year about 8 games. But you talk about bringing him in because the draft pick Rodriguez is not ready to be running back number 3. And we bring somebody in off the street who knows the offense. It's a lot easier to implement him into the offensive scheme. Now, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to make a bold prediction. Y'all listening? I'm doing what Trey did last year with Curtis Samuels. The breakout. It wasn't really. He broke out that first game, though. I thought Scott Turner knew what he was doing for a second there. But,
see, that's the thing. The only reason why I wasn't right with that one was because of the boy that we got rid of this year. So I just want to go ahead and throw that out there. But go ahead.
AG will be the number 1 player on the team.
Woo! That's
Offense.
bold. That is bold. That's bold.
Listen,
On the whole offense,
on the whole
over Terry.
the entire offense, he will have more touches
What
than
you drinking?
You know what I'm saying? He will have touches. He will have more touches than anybody except for the center and the quarterback. He will touch the ball more this year than anybody. Listen to me. I'm telling you.
That don't mean he's going to be the best. You said the best.
Yeah. That means he's going to be the best. That means
Clarify.
I'm saying both.
Deacon, you're saying that
I'm saying both.
He's going to outperform Scary Terry.
That's what he
It's
said now.
a different position. Scary Terry, he gonna get the bunch. That's what I said. In touches, he's gonna get the ball much. See, he has the opportunity to get more yards and catch yards than Scary Terry because he doesn't run the ball. That's what I'm saying. So he's gonna. Let me say this. He's gonna be more integral to the offense. With
the fumbling problem.
He didn't fumble one time last year.
He did not have.
The year before he did though.
He did not have.
You want to down him for.
I'm just saying they bringing in. Why they bringing in Hudson then? Why they bringing in
Hudson? Because they need a 3. You can't just go
why are they bringing
3-on-3.
Yeah, I mean,
why not have 3 studs as opposed to 2.5?
Hold up. Hunt is not a stud. He was a stud. He's not a stud anymore.
You see, he was suspended 8 games last year and still ran over 1,000.
No, hey, did not. Look at this stat. Come on, Deacon, you making up stuff, man. You were making. Hey, we OGs. Hey, y'all. We OGs. We just make up stuff.
Why not?
If he's so good,
and he had less than 1,000 yards.
If he's not a stud anymore, why bring him in? Why he's not a threat to our running backs if he's not a stud?
Because he knows the offense. He's a better blocker, and Bienemy trusts him. Bienemy trusts him. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's what it is. And he don't trust AG. He just don't trust AG.
I'll just make his shit up.
You making stuff up.
I ain't read that. I heard that.
Hey, Trey, look it up.
I'm looking it up now.
He just made that up. He wasn't suspended. He just said that.
He was only 600. Hey, he was only 640 yards short of that 1,000-yard season that the teacher was talking about. Only 640 yards short.
Hey man, that's Cleveland. I don't care about Cleveland. But the point is that he's not a threat to our 1 and 2 running backs. So he's just coming in as a
He's a trial for the team.
Guy.
He's the trial for the team.
I mean he's 27, be 28. He's getting older in the age. He's not a young buck. So hey, listen, it's off season, baby. These boys out there in California and Hawaii, they ain't doing nothing. We shouldn't be doing nothing. It's Father's Day weekend. We sit here on the damn Zoom call, trying to put some content together. Ain't nobody doing nothing. We trying to make stuff up. Listen, I'm telling you, AG is going to be the number 1 guy this year. I'm just telling you.
Hey, Trey, is it a chance that Pittsburgh can pull our number 1 defensive end to the team? Young.
Big chance. It's a big chance, man, because individuals is just...
Pittsburgh's talking about they want him.
They're concerned about Mr. Young, and it's unfortunate. And this is not just on Chase. It's on for any player that gets injured like that. And what I know and what you all know, being as old as you are, we unfortunately here in Washington fall on the other end. Outside of a couple of offshoots like Terry Allen, who had 2 knee surgeries and came back and did his thing. Outside of that, man, AP, who came from an injury and did his thing. We normally, when somebody get injured, just never does whatever they do, man, and they go on off. Sometimes they go to another team and perform well, but most time it's over. And that is something that we have dealt with. And I'm hoping that our new organization comes in and cleans up the fact that we produce individuals. We don't have the training facilities, or if it's the training staff or whatever it is, to keep people healthy. So, man, it's a real great chance, Al, that we will not see game one with Chase Young. I think. And Tomlin has a way of just getting individuals to come to his team. He's a great coach, man. This dude, man, he meets his players where they are. He's relatable, and Pittsburgh, you can't deny, and just looking at the camera right now, I want to say, forget Pittsburgh, they ain't nothing. But at the end of the day, they do have a good defense all the time. They base their whole entire season on the defense. They don't talk offense much. They talk defense. That's why they had Mr. Roethlisberger play till he was 97, because they didn't really care about the offense. It was about the defense, man. And so that's what Chase probably would want. Somebody's going to sit there and give him value and look at him as something that he can contribute to. That's deep, man. So, I don't know.
I don't think so.
They're not offering nothing to us. They're trying to give us some low pick or something like that.
Unless the only way that happens is if we get a serviceable guard.
Guard.
It would have to be a serviceable guard, man. Otherwise, what's the point?
You don't trust Siddiqui, baby? You don't trust Siddiqui? No, you don't.
I'm gonna roll with whoever's dead. I'm gonna roll with whoever's dead, man.
You saw that? I hit that little
man.
Sadiq Charles, baby. You don't trust.
Sadiq.
If he's gone, then that's the only, because there's no reason for Ron to prepare for next year.
Yeah, that's true.
So he has to win this year, and if Chase is going to be anything, then he needs to roll with Chase this year, man. Let it happen. If it's not his fault if it doesn't happen, right? If he doesn't come back, it was a good pick at the time. He got injured, and nothing you can do about that, man. It's like when we picked RG3, he got injured.
Though. We did draft somebody in Chase's spot, KJ Henry from Clemson.
Yeah, but he's not ready. He's not. The only reason we drafted KJ Henry is because we lost Shaka Tony in that spot, so he'll be on the team. But we have guys in front of KJ Henry right now. They're not even talking about him as far as putting up any notices in the spring camp. So we'll see. I just don't think it's going to happen.
We still in booty shorts though. We don't know about these.
Yeah, I know.
We got booty shorts.
That's what I'm saying. He's not even making touchdowns. He's not even showing up now, and they're not even in pads yet. So we'll see. I just think that they need to win this year, and they need to get in the playoffs and win a game to keep this dude's job.
We can be eliminated.
Okay, so then let's just hold on to the fact that we're going to have the competition. Iron sharpens irons, Chase versus Sweat. And then we have our big guys. We done paid the money, Allen and your boy Payne. And then we got your boy, the new dude out of Alabama 2 that's added. So it's Alabama 3. But the backup Alabama boy, he's acting like he's going to stay on the field. And now we go back to Mr. Khaleke Hudson, Jamin Davis. Khaleke Hudson, Joe. Look it up, man. Y'all ain't got to do nothing now. For whatever reason,
Khaleke's a good special team guy.
Hey, man, listen, I believe that at the time. I'm only going with what I heard and what was said. So what was heard and what was said was different. I heard that this dude is looking good in booty shorts. 3.
He actually looked good against. He looked really good against Dallas too. He looked really good against Dallas.
So listen, it's okay, and he looked good during Dallas. So here's the thing: let's just pretend. Can we pretend that this guy has finally got here? Hey, he was chosen at round 2 when he got here, right?
No, he was a 6th round pick, I think.
He's late round.
Yeah, 6th or 7th round pick. Yeah.
It's okay. So
And he runs the 4-3.
Only a couple
I
rounds.
don't really care about the time. I always tell you I never care about the placement of when they come out. That Bama could have came out 39th if that's even exists. But my point is this. Listen, he's here now. And he's been around this team for a moment. And he has the ability to pick up on things. And he has the athleticism to play. Therefore, hey, man, you never know. Let's not sell him short, man. Let's say that this dude comes out here and balls out, man. That'd be great.
Yeah, it'd be great.
I mean, he
I'm
does
not
have
down.
speed. He does have speed.
Yeah, I'm not downing him. I hope he does. I mean, I was hoping he came along.
And be
like
honest
Earl
with
came
you,
along.
they're saying Davis' recovery from his knee injury has been real slow. They're hoping that training camp that he'd be ready to go, but they don't know.
Yeah,
So,
well, they meant to.
That means we need Cleek Hudson.
Well, Cleek Hudson doesn't play that position. I think Cleek's maybe a little small, but I think what's going to happen, and this is probably. Well, I guess we'll go back to the iron sharpens iron. Cleek Hudson's going to fight for that position with Quan Martin because they say Quan is the one that's showing up with multiple positions. You know,
he can play both linebackers. Yeah, they say he can play both linebackers.
So they're gonna have to fight that out. But I mean, I hope so, man. I hope all of our draft picks, all of them, work out. You know what I mean? So I'm not downing the guy, but he needs to step up this year. This needs to be his year to step up. This is year 3, so this is the year that it clicks.
Right.
So hopefully, in the system, his 3rd year, he should know a little bit more. You know, especially in free rounds where they're not hitting,
right,
running to a spot.
Right. Trey, before we go, man, this last quick thing we're going to talk about, Trey, is there's much talk about us being on Hard Knocks coming up. It's a lot of talk that they mandate teams, they force teams to be on Hard Knocks. And
they can't.
Yep. And
you know why?
And we're on the list. We're on the list.
I hope.
So what do you think about us being on Hard Knocks for summer camp?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Anybody on Hard Knocks is some losers. I'm just being real.
And Detroit did good last year. Detroit did all right last year.
Hard Knocks is the equivalent of the Madden cover. Everybody who gets on the Madden cover, you know about the Madden curse. Them dudes do not perform that year. They get hurt. They get anything happen to them, but they don't do well. I'm just trying to tell you, Hard Knocks is the same way, man. Let's stay off Hard Knocks, man. I don't think that we need to be highlighted in that regard. I think that we just need to focus on fundamentals, man. And now that we have coaching in the building, let's just do that. No distractions needed. Let's play some ball, man. Let's make some have some courageous conversations and some conscious decisions on what we got to do and play ball, man. That's all I want. I don't want to see us on Hard Knocks.
Yeah, another bold prediction. I don't think we're gonna be on Hard Knocks this year, but I think we will be on Hard Knocks next year. And I say that because I think Bienemy is gonna be the head coach next year, and they're gonna want to highlight him on Hard Knocks. I don't want to be on Hard Knocks this year, especially because I need Sam Howell to surprise at least 3 games. Give him 3 games to surprise some people, so that they can't see what he can and can't do on TV. You know what I mean? That's scouting. That's scouting material. Every time you're on Hard Knocks, man, that's scouting material.
This is true.
Well, I do know that Detroit took a real boom in the ticket sales because of Hard Knocks.
That was because of coaching too, though, Al.
Yeah, coaching too, and they won more games last year. It was the exact opposite of what Trey was just saying. Detroit played one more game.
Where were they?
Hey,
where were they during the playoffs?
They lost
right next to us watching the show.
Yeah, that's true. But they like I said, they took a little. I mean, as far as the ownership, they got a little more in the pockets. You know what I'm saying?
Detroit is one of those teams, man. They deserve it. It's like, I mean, they've been stinking it up for so long. The team is building up. You know, just like we weren't talking about the Browns and the Bengals in any type of player contention before. They just sat there for 39 years and being stinky. Now they all right because they get all the best picks. So Detroit falls into that category. The Jets, got Aaron Rodgers now and all of that. So everything's going to happen for these sorry, stinking teams that you never heard of.
I think that's the team that Hard Knocks is going to pick is the Jets. I think that's the team.
Yeah, that would be probably the best because, Aaron Rodgers, he loves the limelight as he likes to get in front of the camera. He has no problem with that. So I think that would be a good show.
One thing before we go.
Here to go.
We have a new team member that we haven't mentioned.
He's calling in.
And calling in.
He's calling in. Who's the new team member? He called us.
Goldie the dog.
Goldie the dog.
Goldie the dog.
Welcome, Goldie.
Welcome, Goldie.
Goldie's here. Hey, Goldie, bite, Cuddy. Bite him.
Go get some of that. Go get some of that pork chop.
And that pork.
He tastes like a pork chop.
Hey, I also want to say what's up to John Greaves the third, man. He said he listened to us in the background at work, man. So we appreciate that.
Shout out, man. Thank you for taking the time to bore yourself even more.
Hey, get them through the night, baby. All right,
hey, get out of here. Those of you who don't know, we are good background sound, so please like and subscribe and then share our content as we try to bring you some from some fans. What do you say?
Booty shorts.
Booty shorts?
We out.
We out, man.
Each and every